buckled in at the American Airlines Arena. Well, it was the New Orleans Pelicans winning their serious blowout. Not too many people can claim that they saw that coming.
That one, very few possessions were wasted.
Yeah, they put the mute button on. Never let the fans get going. They silenced them over and over again with big, timely shots.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Holiday and Evans, comprise the back in at the 3. Davis against Dang, and it's Wade in the corner. Back to Dang. Shoots the 3. Riley grabs the miss. Last outing for Miami, it was a loss to the Hornets in Charlotte.
Yeah, in a game where offensively they were about as inconsistent as you're ever going to see them.
They needed to make a few runs, but it just never happened for them. And when you can't string things together, it's tough sledding. It's a tough way to go.
Pelicans shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good. So he picks up just one from the line that time. Here's Wade.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we can see right there why he does.
And Riley gets it to go.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Outside Dragic to the middle. And it's Whiteside. That time on the assist by Dragic.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Davis dishes to Freak. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Yeah, strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
The Heat have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Dragic against Holiday. They double in with Freak. Here's Whiteside, and the layup's good off the glass.
How about 3 of 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
New Orleans has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And Holiday kicks to Freak. Shoots. No good. And Miami the other way now. Outside drop. The 3. Riley grabs the miss. And for the Pelicans, they're shooting well off their usual numbers, around 29% so far. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Clark, a lot of give and take between these sides early.
Kevin, how about 6 lead changes in this half already?
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Now here's Dang. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Wade drives in, and it's Miami with another.
Could be the first of a lot of mid-range jumpers that we see from him.
Dang against Riley. Hickson passes to Riley. Davis, the rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
Bosh misses.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
And here's Dragic following the three-pointer by Freak. Wade kicks to Bosh. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul.
Yeah, a bit over-eager right there. Left his feet too early.
Yeah, and if you're already boxed out like he was, just back up. Because if you don't, you're going to get called for the over-the-back foul every time.
Dragic against Holiday. And it's Dragic off the drive.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Not one second-chance bucket allowed. That is finishing off good defense.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Bosh, the screen. Wade on the wing, covered by Evans. fades and shoots. And the jam by Whiteside.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And Gia, he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
Well, his effort has never been a question mark. He is an incredibly self-motivated player.
Here's Dragic following the score by New Orleans. Shots good by Bosh.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Davis sets a screen. For three. And it's Miami with the rebound. Their last meeting was in New Orleans, where they were unable to fight off the Pelicans.
Yeah, but when you shoot a percentage in the low 30s as a team, and they did that in that game, it is just not going to be your night.
No, it's certainly not going to be your night shooting that poorly. And so often when that happens to a team, it's hard to get out of that funk once you get into it.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Eric Spoelstra. And what'd you find out, Doris?
He said a big factor in this game will be how well they limit penetration by Tyreke Evans. He said he's so unique in that he's so big and so strong and also tremendously slippery and elusive off the bounce. But we've really got to cut off his right hand and then dare him to shoot over the top. I'd rather he have a wide open look from
Pelicans trail by 9. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. Deng out there with Winslow. And it's Whiteside in at the pivot spot, heading the middle. So that's who Miami starts the second with. Here's Riley. And the three ball is good. Freaks got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Pelicans. Miami leading by 6. Dragic kicks to Whiteside. Whiteside is screen on Gordon. Wade dishes to Whiteside. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Take a look at what Hassan Whiteside's done. 10 points and a block. This is something special. I mean, he hasn't missed a single shot.
It's really hard to put in words just what he's doing out on the floor.
And both free throws good from Whiteside. Here's Evans. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Pistons in Detroit.
And also his assist total tells you about the job he did of keeping his head up and keeping his teammates involved. And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Stolen by Evans. And New Orleans pushing it up now. And the basket good. Evans has got his first bucket of the night.
Terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and then excellent transition offense.
And really it all stems from the aggressive defense. That's exactly what the doctor ordered.
Deng kicks to Winslow. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Freaks got his third rebound on the night. Now the feed to Evans. Kicks in a screen. Here's Riley. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And clearly it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
Dragic against Evans. Dragic kicks to Whiteside. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in it. And he has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about the Leesman, man. he looked a little hobbled out there for a moment.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Okay, Miami, now coming up the court are your Heat dancers. We'll hear ya.
Kevin, let's check out how Miami stacked up in the league stats over the last month. 6th in free throw percentage, 9th in steals. And they kept the lid on opposing teams' overall offense as well. They're in the top 10 in opponent scoring.
Yeah, and getting back to their free throw percentage, you know, it might seem like a small thing, but sometimes it's those little things that can put a team over the top.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
You know, we've seen them bearing their fair share of mid-range jumpers tonight, too. I mean, that's a good start for them.
And a moment here to look at some of the stats for Evans. Averaging 12 points, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. How he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
You know, the scheme just seems to run much more smoothly when he's in the game because he knows where everybody is at all times.
Dragic with a wide open look, and it's off from three-point range. Gordon kicks to Evans, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Evans has got his second bucket of the night.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
The dish to Dang. Deflects the pass, and is out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
Here is Whiteside. 14 points for him. There's Winslow. Unloads from 13. Miami no good on that time either. Evans passes to Riley. Back to Evans. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Dragic kicks to Dang. Dang with the screen for Wade. Back to Dang. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. New Orleans has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Riley against Dragic. And J.J. Hickson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Miami's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Dragic against Evans. There's a good screen. Dragic dishes to Winslow. Goes up the baseline, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. And the Heat lead by 4. Now here's Gordon. He's coming off a 13-point game against Detroit. Evans passes to Riley. Back to Evans. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Let's take this chance to look at the teams that have been the league's most efficient passers this past month. Pelicans, number 1.
And what stands out during this recent stretch is just how well they passed the basketball. I mean, this is a club that has become really unselfish.
What a performance. Just look at the game for free. 22 points, and those 4 3-pointers he's hit have helped them too.
No doubt, Clark. They'd be in a much different position this game if he wasn't knocking down those triples.
Open shot, Dragic. Evans gets the rebound.
And I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And a wide open look for Freak. Drains it from beyond the arc. Freak's got 25 points. No shortage of drama here early on.
Well, neither team can grasp control of this thing. I mean, both teams trying to get a hold of it.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
Second chance shot, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
And here's Evans. He's got 6. Down low. Riley kicks to Hickson. Shot's good. Hickson's got it all tied up now for the Pelicans.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Passed away. Rejected by Riley. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Wade kicks to Dragic. Winslow wide open. He fires.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter.
Here's Riley. No good on the three. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Gordon against Wade. Outside Dang. Passes it to Wade. And stolen by Freak. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Freak with the ball. Trying to get open is Davis. And the basket by Gordon. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Pelicans?
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pistons put on a show. He ended with 62 points, and that was just the start of it, notching a triple-double for his effort in what was quite a display from him. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing.
And, you know, I'll be interested to see how much he's got left in the tank. I mean, that performance had to take a lot out of him.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes supreme confidence can increase your stamina and endurance. So I'll be interested to see how that affects his play.
Outside Dragic. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Yeah, not afraid of the physical play, but he still needs to stay under control.
Yeah, he obviously was not under control right there. Not much doubt he was going to get whistled for the over-the-back call.
Chris Bosh is checked in for Miami. Tyler Johnson comes in for Winslow. And the Pelicans also making a change. Ryan Anderson is checked in for J.J. Hickson.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
And that one's good.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Dishes it to Wade. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. And it's 9 points for Wade. Evans with it. 6 points for him. Riley passes it to Davis. And Anderson kicks to Freak. It's stolen by Wade. Outside Dragic. Puts it up from 12. Wade can't hit. New Orleans has gone for the three-pointer 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. And Riley gets it to go.
They brought up their three-point percentage this quarter. They're shooting it well right now. The defense may need to think about making some kind of adjustment to slow that down.
The wide open look here for Bosh. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Riley from deep. Shot is no good. And the Heat going the other way now. Johnson with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. Dragic dishes to Whiteside. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates.
Passes to Riley. On the wing, Eric Gordon. Wade is covering the 3-ball. And Gordon hits from deep. Gordon's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
That's 2 straight quick three-pointers they've allowed.
Defense just not reacting with enough aggressiveness.
Whiteside, a screen on Evans. Dragic kicks to Whiteside. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got assist number 11 for him here tonight.
And while we have a chance, how about the numbers for Ryan Anderson? 2nd in free throw percentage, and he's a flamethrower from distance. Top 10 in the league and three-point shooting.
And you never see him get nervous when he steps to the line. Smooth as a baby's bottom and as cool as a nice fall night.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Stoudemire comes in for Hassan Whiteside. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Goran Dragic. Galloway, the pass to Wade. And here's Bosch for three. No luck. Now New Orleans will take it the other way.
He hit a three in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
That's good.
I love the low post attack on that one.
The Heat trail by 4. Here's Galloway. He's got 7. Here's Johnson. Lays it up and banks it in. Johnson's got his second basket of the night.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Shoots from 12, and it's Miami with another.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Nice dime drop there from Holiday. Excellent awareness.
Galloway kicks to Bosch. They set the screen, and it's Wade in the corner. Wide open. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Wade's got 7 points here in this quarter. 35 seconds left in the first half of the game. And Holiday kicks to Freak. Good work defensively by Johnson. Miami trailing. Galloway, the pass to Bosch. Feeds it to Stoudemire. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. The Heat have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
Guys,
And the first half.
Well, a very slow start to this basketball game, but you got back in it late. How important was it to trim this lead before the half?
Meant a lot, because it means I don't have to do so much to get the win next time. We got this, though. Slow start.
All right, fellas, still anyone's ball game right now. A few things from the first half.
Give it up for your Heat.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and he's the ringleader of their offense. And what we saw in that first half with his ability to keep everybody involved is the reason why they're playing well.
and that's just the thing. I mean, he knows how to share the sugar. He makes sure everybody gets a touch, and that keeps the offense balanced and productive.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for New Orleans right now, Holiday and Evans comprise the backcourt. Riley is out there with Davis, and it's Hickson in at the 5.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
The Heat shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Wade kicks to Dragic. Lets it go from 14. Will not go. This is off the front iron. New Orleans in the lead. To the inside. Here's Davis. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. They get Luol Deng.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
That one is no good. For Miami, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. He feeds it to Wade. Riley grabs the miss. Freak's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Pelicans keep it alive. And it's Davis missing. The Heat trail by 3. Dragic dishes the Bosch. 90 seconds now into the second half. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
That's his first personal foul. Second team
Double team on Holiday. The shot by Evans. Nobody around. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. Evans has gone 67% from the field, 4 of 6. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Bosch, the screen. Wide side, the pass to Dragic. Shot clock at 6. Bosch kicks to Whiteside. Doubled by Riley. 11 feet away. Whiteside, no good. Pelicans leading by 5. Hickson dishes to Freak. Davis against Bosch. Now Freak. He has 38 in the game, and the basket good. 7 points for Anthony Davis.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra was saying to his team. He made sure that everyone was on the same page and that the offense needed to run through Whiteside. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. He said also that their offense needs to be a patient one. He told them, don't rush things. Use as much of that shot clock as you need to. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Inside, stolen by Wade. Evans against Dragic. Wade outside. Wade, double team. Outside Dang. Shot clock at 5. Will it go? And he gets it to go. Dang's got 6.
Boy, I really love the way Dragic spreads that ball around.
Well, let's take a look now at some of the most explosive players in the NBA lately. The highest scoring small forwards of the past month. Freak, number 1.
There is no doubt he is one of the league's most dynamic offensive players. I mean, he's capable of putting up some huge numbers from that wing position.
Well, I think the wing position is his home base. That's his best spot. He's most comfortable there, but he's comfortable anywhere on the floor, inside, outside, pulling up or driving to the rim.
That's it, and the Pelican lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Wade. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Here's Riley. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And it's Dragic off the drive. Outside Dang. Kicks it to Whiteside. Dang against Howard. Whiteside a screen for the lead. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Evans has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Whiteside sets the pick for Dragic. From 12 feet out. Lets it go from 11. That one rolling around and rims out. Pelicans leading by 4. Hickson passes to Riley. Hickson sets the screen for Holiday. And Freak throws it down.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
Shots good by Bosch. New Orleans gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Left side, Davis. There's the pass to Riley. To the middle. It's stolen by Dragic. And here we go with Dang running it up the floor. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
Winslow's checked in for Dwayne Wade. Gordon's checked in for the Pelicans.
A chance to check out stats for Bosh. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. He's right around 17 points a night, 9 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. And his defensive presence inside, not to be overlooked. He builds a wall around the basket.
You know, over this last whole stretch of games, I mean, he's been shutting down the lane with absolute authority.
They set the pick. Outside Dragic. Outside Dang. He nails it, and we're tied up. Dang's got 9 points now in the quarter.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
And Riley gets it to go.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
There's the feed to Bosh. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the right here.
Check out the game for Bosh. He has 11 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Stoudemire's checked in for Whiteside. Tyler Johnson comes in for Luol Deng. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Goran Dragic. The Pelicans also changing it up. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Hickson. And it's Anderson in for Davis. Here's Galloway. He has 7. On the wing, Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bosh kicks to Galloway. 11 feet away. Riley grabs the miss. Freak's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Evans dishes to Freak. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Freak's got 46 points.
Unbelievable. This guy is completely in a zone.
And he knows it. You can see it. The body language, the confidence. Real swagger out there for him.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Greg, you got it.
The Heat trail by 13. D-Wade out there with Dang. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Whiteside. And it's Dragic in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Miami. They set the pick. Wade outside. Shot clock at 5. Johnson in the corner. Takes a 3. Pelicans with the rebound. And after this one, Minnesota. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Outside Dragic. They double him with Freak. The drive by Wade. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. 15 points for Dwayne Wade.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Wade on the wing. Shoots from the baseline. The shot no good. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Holiday, the pass to Riley. He kicks it to Pondexter. Hickson dishes to Freak. Here's Pondexter. Wade is covering. Pass to Davis. Riley kicks to Davis. Another one falls for New Orleans.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Wade outside. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Back to Dang. Shoots the 3. The shot misses. Pelicans leading by 16. To the middle. Here's Pondexter. And the layup falls.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Here's Dang. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Luol Deng has been playing well. 12 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
Tyreke Evans is checked in for Quincy Pondexter. The Pelicans have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Hickson, another one falls for New Orleans.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Now here's Dragic. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter, and he gets it to go. And now 24 points now in the game for Hassan Whiteside. New Orleans leading by 16.
Let's get the ball inside.
Riley kicks to Davis. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Chris Bosh is checked in for Miami. Dang gets a wide open look, and he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. Sound offensively, really no other way to put it here in the second half.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they've both shot the ball since the break.
Bosh, the screen. Dragic against Holiday. Outside Dragic with the shot. The shot is off. Holiday with the defensive effort.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
The Heat trail by 21. And here's Dragic. He dishes it to Wade. Bosh, a screen on Evans. Wade passes to Bosh. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Dragic, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Pelicans leading by 21 to the wing on the left. Freak dishes to Hickson. There's the double team from Whiteside. Takes the 13-footer, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
An open jump shot there, and their D not putting up any resistance today.
Dragic kicks to Bosh. Dragic the pass to Bosh. Dang for 3. Evans with the rebound. Evans has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Get the ball inside.
Inside and stolen by Whiteside. To the paint. Oh, trying for it. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
The Pelicans have gone 7 of 7 from the field to start the final quarter. What an amazing start. And so the ball out of bounds. Bosh touched it last.
Pelicans ball.
Here's Hickson. And it's Dragic with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Five to shoot. Tries to snap the cold streak. Again, the miss by the Heat. New Orleans leading by 23.
Got it.
Holiday with the 3. Miami grabs the miss. Bosh has got 7 rebounds in the game. Dragic dishes to Wade. Puts up a 3. And it's Bosh, that time on the assist by Wade. Wade's got 3 assists tonight.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Dang against Riley. On the wing, Evans takes the three, and that one's good. Evans has got 12 points in just the second half.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a three-point battle taking shape here.
Bosch against Davis. Bosch kicks to Dragic. Now here's Bosch. He's guarded closely. Bosch can't get that one to fall. And here are the Pelicans. They're on a 19-7 run. Kicks in a screen. From beyond the arc. Another three that time. A beautiful shot from Riley. Freak's got 54 points. Miami's gotten just one of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Holiday against Dragic. The dish to Dang. Lets it fly. Dragic against the bucket. Holiday with it. Now Freak picks in a screen. Evans setting the pick for Freak. Evans outside. Shot off the pick. Another one falls for New Orleans.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Outside Dragic. Passed away. Bosch the screen. Off the screen. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And that's now 17 points for Wade. Holiday the pass to Riley. Picks in a screen. The three. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And he's going to get whistled for that. Here's Wade. Bosch a screen on Evans. Whiteside a screen. Wade dishes to Bosch. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Pelicans.
They've knocked down plenty of mid-range jumpers in this one. That's been big for them.
Couple that with just how well they've shot it from beyond, and they've made this thing look easy.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Luol Deng is checked in for Winslow. And it's Dragic in for Tyler Johnson.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
Bosch against Davis. Bosch kicks to Dragic. Dishes to Bosch. Clock at 6. Tries it from 9. The shot misses. And New Orleans will go the other way with it.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Pelicans.
Mark, look at their number of assists.
Well, they minimized the one-on-one situations, Kevin. They got the ball moving, and it found the open guy.
Great ball movement, you're right. And so when you look at the season record, this one will tally up win number 43 on the year.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And, Greg, that's a nice feeling to get the sweep. Even though it is a small number, still nice to get that sweep.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Freak. There isn't much else you want from someone. He gave it his all.
So we see the Pelicans taking the...
Well, with a game like tonight, you were all over the place. A triple-double in the box score. Would you consider this one of your better games of the season thus far?
Gorilla triple-double? Yeah, I didn't even know that. I guess I would have to say it was one of the better ones I played in. Really, I'm just happy with how the team competed tonight. We got the win. Personal stats are secondary to that, always.
Congratulations, Kevin. You're going to deliver it. Take some chops.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. And as the fans file out of the building, now time to head over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Freak. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points.
Just an unreal performance for him in so many ways. That was a player at the absolute top of his game. It's hard to imagine someone being any more dominant than he was tonight.
I don't know what got into him tonight. Whew. He caught the scoring bug and was just pouring it in the...
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.